Hi, Scorpio. This is your reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading and that this will not resonate for every single Scorpio out there. All right, you guys. I also do want to point out that this is a timeless reading and that anytime you stumble across this reading, I think is the time that you needed to hear this message. Take what resonates, leave the rest. All right, Scorpio, let's see, what is my Scorpios up to? We have the Ace of Candles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Sun, the Six of Needles, the King of Potions. And at the bottom, we have the Four of Potions. Okay. So, Scorpio, I feel like some of you guys, it's like you are you're healing from a situation I'm getting a sense of betrayal for some of you. I feel like a lot of you guys right now, you're trying to hold yourself together even though it might feel kind of difficult. There's this sense of inner turmoil that I'm feeling. It's like this inner frustration and this feeling kind of stuck. Like you don't really know where you're going. You don't really know what you're doing. There could also be like this feeling of doing things that you know are bad for you, but it's like your way of coping. So like maybe having addictions. But it's like I feel like some of you guys are trying to keep your mind off of whatever your family life or whatever your home life is at this time. Some of you guys are not satisfied with what's in front of you. You feel like it's a lot for you to have to do and handle on your own. And I feel like a lot of you guys are trying to balance your life and even like perhaps your own self. So it's like maybe you always take care of other people, or there's something where you're just exhausted and tired. You always put effort into other people, and it's like you're needing to take that time for yourself a little bit more. I'm getting this sense of you're wanting to heal. I feel like a lot of you guys have been in maybe like some kind of depression, or I feel like you guys have just gone through a lot and just wanting to get that balance, just wanting to get that recognition. Like Scorpio, you did a good job, you know? It's like maybe some of you guys feeling like you're not, like people are not, like maybe people are taking you for granted for what it is that you give. And some of you guys feel like what's the point of consistently giving to people if they're never going to see right in front of them what I do for them. So some of you guys, it's like you're wanting to feel appreciated. I feel like Scorpio, you have friends or family members or another person that gets involved in your home life, in your instability. And you thought this through a lot about why this is, maybe why you can't move forward. You're feeling kind of trapped in this situation. but you're learning to try, you're wanting to free yourself, you're wanting to move away. I feel like some of you guys found out somebody could have cheated and you were like, yeah, I deserve better than that, so you left. Others of you, it's just you're learning to not allow other people to influence you as much. It's like maybe a lot of you guys are like, I'm taking back my power. It's like you're defending yourself because you don't like what's in front of you and you're not happy where you are. And so I feel like some of you guys, you're starting to be a little bit more reserved, more selfish, a little bit more, I don't want you to do this because this is hurting me. And it's like you're setting boundaries, I feel like. It's like you're learning to become more independent. Even if it's hard for you to walk away, even if it hurts you emotionally, a part of you is still willing to learn the lesson and cut this out and move forward because you don't want to repeat the past. Man, Scorpio. It just feels like maybe you've given your power away and at times, and now it's like you're kind of seeing the situation perhaps for what it is, and you're trying to move past this. I'm also just kind of getting to that. I think some of you guys have allowed people or circumstances or other things to interfere for far too long in your life, and you're just like, I think I'm willing to let this all go. It's painful. It's not like this is a casual thing. I'm also just feeling so tired, you guys. Like the second I start doing this reading, I just feel like I'm trudging along. I'm trying to get through this reading. Because it just feels like you're just trying to get through this. We have here the 7 of Candles, the 5 of Potions, the 9 of Candles, and the 4 of Needles. And then the 3 of Presents. I feel like you're done working with somebody that's not going to want to work with you. There's this sense of emotionally exhausted. I think that you've tried so hard to get your point across and defend for what it is that you wanted here, Scorpio. But I think that you were tired of just not getting the full story, not having people being open with you. It's like you're trying, it's almost like you're going to make it's like you're taking the lemons and turning it into lemonade, but you're doing it in a way where you're releasing the burden with this person or with this circumstance, and you're going to try and go for what it is that you want. Like you're done fighting. And I think that's where I'm feeling that. It's like, it's not that you're giving up on what it is that you want. It's more like you're giving up on this person or you're giving up on this situation. It's like you're realizing I can't keep waiting. I feel so tired doing this reading, you guys. It's like I'm done waiting. I'm tired of waiting. I want what's mine. And I'm sick and tired of trying to put in this work with this person and waiting for that to happen. And that's where that strength is. Like, you've had the strength at the beginning. You were fighting for what it is that you wanted, realizing that this person wasn't going to do it. Stop trying to fight. Now you're just accepting what it is, even if this is hard for you. But it's like you're just there is this sense of, I can't help somebody if they're not willing to help themselves. For some of you guys, this is a family member, this is a friend, this is a lover, this is somebody in your life. This could even be like a boss even, or a coworker, where it's just like, you're just done arguing with this person. You're done allowing this person to keep lying, keep getting away with stuff. I feel like there's a long history here. And it's just this sense of, I can't do this anymore. It's not good for my soul. Oh my gosh, you guys. And what is this? Under here, I didn't even notice this. This card. When you were working, it's like you're still working for what will make you happy. And you're realizing that there's more out there in the world than what this person or you are having. It's like you're done waiting. You're tired of the lies, but the no show. It's like, oh, I'll be here for you, Scorpio. And then they don't show up for you. Or they take and then they leave you feeling like you've been used. And I'm also just getting this sense of frustration because, you obviously care, or else you wouldn't have gotten to this point. But I feel like you're dealing with somebody who's just, it's like they have so much inner conflict that they're causing conflict in your connection. And then it's like you're wanting to maybe at one point resolve it to get your point across, it's like you feel like you had to show somebody or prove to somebody, and you're just exhausted having to constantly prove that you're loyal or to constantly prove that you're there. I feel like you're dealing with somebody who asks a lot from you, Scorpio, and you just can't anymore. Gosh, guys. Leave it to Scorpio readings to make it such a downer. Oh, Scorpio. This just feels sad because it's almost like I get this sense of numbing. I don't know if you're just numbing yourself out or if you're just trying to distract yourself. But I just feel like everything blew up. I'm not going to take these cards, but they did fly and hit me. So I feel like something has happened here. Let's see here. We have the Page of Candles, the Two of Needles, Temperance, and we have the Two of Presents. And then we have the Three of Presents again, guys. It's like this, you just feel like you can't work things out with this person. This person's toxic, and you're aware that this individual is toxic. I feel like this person, they act with, like, what they do is they know what you want emotionally, and they know what makes you happy or what makes you, it's almost like this individual, they study you. They see what you want, what you need, and perhaps they try and dangle that in front of you, and then they pull back because it's like this person has an agenda. They have what it is that they want, what they can get. That's kind of the situation that I'm feeling here, and it's like this person's not very stable, grounded, or able to really commit, and I get this sense that you're so open to healing this, and you're so open to wanting to work this out and to fix what you had with this person, but you just weren't seeing the illusions that this person was putting in front of you. I feel like this person could have lied to you even about sob stories about their life. It's like this is literally, this person is, I just feel like they could lie about being hurt in the past. They could lie about certain things to kind of, it's almost like they dramatize more than what it really was. Like, oh, my ex and me was so horrible, and then they could really just paint this terrible picture. But really, in reality, it really wasn't as bad as they painted it out to be. Because I just feel like you come at this feeling like this person, like, I just feel like you feel like you have to break away. You have to break away from this person's lies, this person's deceit, because I think a part of you kind of saw the signs that, this person's like almost wanting to trap you. And you had to escape. And it's like this person, they kept telling you you're wrong, or telling you, it's like this person kept trying to convince you something about you. Like they wanted to control the way you thought, almost, even. Like, you could have been dealing with somebody who's very controlling, or somebody who is just really good at maybe persuading you into doing things that maybe you wouldn't have done. And I think that's one of the issues that you have here, Scorpio, is this sense of feeling betrayed or feeling used. So it feels like this Tower moment, when I'm almost getting the sense that it was like this person and you, like, you would have little arguments or little issues here and there, and it would kind of escalate, and then it would go down, and then it was kind of escalate, and then it would go back down. And it was kind of like this up and down thing, where it was almost like you felt like you tried to keep yourself pretty stable. But I almost get this sense that you felt like you had to stay on guard. There was a part of you that knew deep down that you really couldn't trust them. But maybe a part of you just kind of, like, because when that Tower moment hit, it was almost like you were almost able to, like, deflect the burning rubble and the things that are coming. It was like you had to get out of the way of dodge. You chose to move instead of getting hit. You did what you could to protect yourself. I don't know if this person actually tried to physically harm somebody, but I felt like this was a situation where my Scorpios, this is a shock. This is something that has caused a lot of you guys to kind of, you had to make fast, quick decisions and make quick movements. And then when you were out of it, when you let it go, that's when you had that second to stop and say, what was that? And try to process your feelings, because I felt like a lot of you guys, you're trying to, like, heal past this trauma or heal past this situation to move forward, because it's like there was so much conflict, there was so much toxicity. You were juggling the truth. Like, you were juggling what they said and what you said in your mind, back and forth, thinking that maybe you missed something. Like, you were trying to read more into what this person was saying, because it was almost like maybe the way that this ended or the way it came about, it was like you weren't ready to hear it, even though in a way you knew that they were toxic, even though you knew that this situation probably wasn't gonna go the way you were hoping. I feel like this person played you dirty. Like, you kind of maybe came at it like of wanting to have understanding and maybe wanting to talk it out or try to just, you know, have that common ground. Because with that, I kind of get the sense here, Scorpio, that you're kind of like that King of Swords and this person's the King of Wands. So with that King of Swords, it's like the King of Swords in the upright can be very diplomatic, can be very good at their words, or just wanting to resolve the conflict, trying to be fair, trying not to be as biased. A part of you wanted to kind of understand this person, and that's really what I'm getting. You try to come at it from a viewpoint of understanding, but to have that King of Wands in the reverse here, I'm getting somebody that could have financial struggles, I'm guessing, as well, because I feel like this person's not good with their money and they're not good in relationships. Because, you know, the way that I'm getting this sense that this person, they waste money like they waste relationships. They waste parts of their time, parts of their energy. This person doesn't really commit to anything because, and it's not even just necessarily to relationship, I mean to like all facets of this person's life. This individual has a hard time staying in one spot. They might literally be like a couch surfer, like they go to couch, like home to home. Like this person really, I'm getting is just, they're not at all trying to strive for their potential in life. This person they feel almost lost. And this person was looking to you to guide them out of it. And it's almost like when you didn't reach when you didn't reach that pedestal that they put you on, or that expectation, you could be dealing with like a narcissist or something, or somebody with borderline personality. I don't like to throw those words around because I feel like, you know, everybody thinks everyone's a narcissist nowadays, but it's like this person put you on a pedestal, and when you didn't reach that goal, or you didn't reach that aspiration, it's like they tore you down. They tried to break you down, essentially. This person felt vulnerable because they were kind of hoping that you were just going to end this suffering for them. And that's kind of what I'm getting. And when you didn't, or when they found out that, you know, you're a flawed person, it was like this individual, this person could have said some really nasty things. I'm just really getting here too, Scorpio, is that this person, they understand the pattern that they're doing this. Like in their mind, they know that they do this. They know that they repeat the same cycle, but they don't know how to break it, or they don't care to break it because it's still working for them. They're getting their needs met in one way or another, and as long as this person gets their needs met, then they don't care. And I feel like that could have been like like something that could have been repeated in your family, and maybe now you're seeing that in your personal relationships outside of family. You know, it's like you're maybe attracting emotionally unavailable people, and just, I'm also getting like emotional vampires. People that want to take. Because I keep feeling like this person, they got issues, man. This person has issues. Okay. And I mean, like, no judgment. We all do. But for this, I'm getting the sense that this person that you're dealing with, Scorpio, really doesn't have their life together. Really doesn't. You know, I feel like they play the victim a lot. They blame others for their circumstances. They don't really take accountability. So we have the 9 of Potions. We have the Strength card again, and then we have the 2 of Presents, and then we have the Magician. So, you know, the fact that I keep seeing the Strength card, this has taken a lot for you. This is a lot out of you, Scorpio. Because the Strength card is when it starts to test you. Are you strong enough to handle this? And I feel like you've been kind of going through this, wondering to yourself, can I handle this? Because I feel like a lot of you guys almost feel like this sense of, like, even though it hasn't gone the way you wanted, I feel like a lot of you guys are still, you're still trying to move forward. You're still trying to move on. And I feel like a lot of my Scorpios, you're realizing this pattern, and it's almost like you're trying to evolve past this pattern. So I'm getting this sense that you're figuring out what makes you happy, and you're going after what makes you happy because you're sick and tired of always trying to make others happy or prove to others, like you're almost done dealing with people like this. In fact, I feel like you kind of are. It's like you're wanting to change that wheel of fortune. It's like you're wanting to change the patterns that you've had. Because I feel like you've, at a young age, Scorpio, been taught that, like, you've been around emotionally unavailable people, or around people where you felt like you always had to kind of sacrifice, so you always had to kind of give more. There's something here where you always felt like you were never enough, and it's like now, because of this tower moment, because things keep happening, it's like this huge wake-up call has occurred in your life, and it's causing you to have to find that inner strength inside yourself, which is this power, this source, this part of you that can overcome any obstacle. You had to find a way to bring that out of you in order to move forward. I feel like this, I don't know how to talk or how to describe what I am feeling. It's a sense of deep, like there's a sense of deep hurt, deep pain that I'm feeling here, Scorpio. This was not an easy situation for you, but you still found a way to let go of, it's like you're trying to figure out where to go in life, and you're trying to find the ebb and flow for yourself, without really losing your stuff. It's like you're walking a fine line between, like, breaking down and crying and just getting by, but you're learning to try and balance that part of you out. It's like, even though you're, like, your world right now, or maybe like your foundation feels rocky, everything feels like things are falling apart or things are leaving your life, because at this moment it's like you're getting rid of the people that aren't for you. And I feel like with that Magician, you're realizing that you can't manifest anything with this person, and it's almost like you're starting to see it more clearly now. So I feel like a lot of you guys are pulling back that energy and not giving to this person, not giving back to the situation. Even though I feel like this was hard for you, because I think that a lot of you guys, you really cared about this person, but I'm getting this sense that you are coming to this conclusion that if this person's not going to be healthy, if this person's not going to give what I want or need, then I have to move forward. So I just feel like a lot of you guys, you were dealing with people and places that were causing you to, and that's actually interesting because we have expansion. And I was actually about to say to make you shrink, to make you restrict. It's almost like you're going through this moment of restriction where you're losing everything before you can expand. And I feel like that's what's happening for you right now. Because I feel like for the longest time, some of you guys, it's like you're not reaching this enlightenment moment with this individual or this situation. You could have prayed to ask for answers and guidance, but like I feel like miracles will start to manifest in your life, because I feel like a lot of my Scorpios and the ones that I'm picking up on right now, you have cut people or circumstances or patterns out of your life that do not serve you any longer. And even though at this moment you feel like maybe you're not on the right path or you're not where you're supposed to be, it's all serving a greater purpose. Because I feel like right now it's almost like this enlightenment, the path that you're trying to go down, it doesn't make sense yet. And I feel like it's because you need to resolve these feelings, once you learn to Like, if this person's still in your life, once you get them out of your life, things will start to make more sense. If this person's out of your life, once you clear them out of your energetic field, once you clear them like to where they don't emotionally trigger you anymore. If you think of this person and you think of their name and it brings up emotions, you're still emotionally invested, you're still triggered by them. Once you learn to release these emotions, once you learn to heal past this, that's when you're going to start seeing magic, when you're going to start seeing things shifting for you. And I feel like this person could have really tampered with your self-esteem and your self-worth. That will grow and that will manifest. You will change the way that you view yourself, which in return I think will change the way you look physically too. Like, a lot of my Scorpios, you guys are in this process of really growing and healing and expanding to where you're going to be able to break free from like that cocoon, or from that, from the situation that you felt like had power over you or felt like had control over you. You're starting to awaken. It's like you're awakening this like sleeping giant inside of you. Yeah, so we have that Page of Needles, the Star, the Two of Pentacles, and the Six of Potions, and then we have the 10 of Potions. So you guys, once you can see your part to play and this person's part to play as well, things are going to start becoming more illuminated. I feel like you are figuring things out for yourself, though. I feel like a lot of you guys, you know what you need to do, and you just, some of you guys have been putting it off, but a lot of you guys, you're going towards what you know you need to do. And I feel like healing is hard for you, but you're still doing it, even though you know, because it's like a part of you knows you need to heal, even though you're afraid to do it. So you're learning to let go, even if you don't have all the answers. Even if this person lied to you, deceived you, used you. It's like you're learning the lessons, and you're not letting this person define who you are. You're not letting this person take away your self-esteem. It's like you're no longer allowing this person's energy to infiltrate and penetrate your being, your soul, your essence. You're not letting this person take power over you anymore. Even if, I think for a lot of you, this person's not in your life anymore. And if they are kind of at a distance, or they're not as predominant anymore. Because I feel like a lot of you guys, you're taking back this sense of, I understand that this person lied to me. Even though I can't, some of you guys, maybe you don't have the full proof or evidence, but you understand it, you can see it, you can sense it. And it's like you're trying to move forward. Even though you're having a hard time healing, it's like when you're processing those emotions, I feel like they're strong. They're really strong emotions, and that's why it's hard for you to heal through this. But I'm also feeling that once you learn to heal it and allow those emotions to walk away, it's like you're going to be able to move forward, even though you feel like you don't have all of the information, even though you feel like this person's lied to you. There's a piece of you that still feels like you can have that peace without having to have that closure with them specifically. Because I feel like this person, they were not willing to work with you. And you wanted stability, you wanted to find happiness, and in that past, you knew that that was not where you're going to find it. So even though this was hard for you to move forward, and even though this is still a lot that you felt like you've lost and had to work through, because I felt like you had to take the work out, you had to stop putting work into this situation and go somewhere else. And even though that was hard for you, I feel like a lot of you guys, you're going to reach that fulfillment and that happiness because you're moving towards it due to finding what it is that it's like you're finding your own passion again. Because it also helps when you don't have somebody around you that's constantly putting you down. That does seep into your subconscious. That does affect the way you the way you feel and think about yourself. And I feel like you're moving away from toxic people, you're moving away from toxic circumstances, patterns, and because of that, it's like you're starting to move towards what will make you feel happy emotionally. You will find that stability and that happiness, because I feel like a lot of you guys, you didn't want to settle. Yeah, I think that for a lot of you, you felt like you were dissipating. You felt tired. You felt like your energy was getting drained. I'm also getting it's just like you felt like nothing was working out for you. And here we go, expansion. See, I feel like you guys are going to get restricted before you expand. So I feel like a lot of you guys right now, you're healing through this. You're working through it. You're going to find your joy. You're going to find the creation. You're going to find joy in creating whatever this is for you, because I feel like you guys are going to find your purpose in life. You're going to find what's going to make you happy. But what's really going on is you got to learn to work through your guilt. You got to learn to work through the shame and the guilt that you feel about going out and becoming successful and having that joy and happiness, because you have to balance out these emotions that you have, primarily because maybe at a young age, Scorpio, you were taught not to, like, you lost maybe the sense of joy because maybe it wasn't okay to be happy in the household. Oh my gosh, I just looked. So we have that guilt. Once you can balance all of this out, that's when abundance is going to come. So I feel like a lot of you guys, you're learning to work through these now so that you can expand. So you're in this constriction right now, but then you're going to expand and you're going to start to see the good things come your way. You're going to start to be more grateful, be happier where you are. But it's been a while. It took you some time through this process in order to get to this other side. And I felt like this person could have been a potential catalyst for you to push you to evolve and to change and to break these patterns. So that's what I have for my Scorpios. Hopefully this resonates and helps some of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you have a great and wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.